big fan of the D610. I'm probably a little biased actually because I think it was a fantastic camera when it was introduced. It's still a very strong performing camera. One of the best values still for the price you can get it for a full frame, excellent performing 24 megapixel full frame camera. That's just really good all around camera and not bad video. It's only 1080 but decent video. I mean, it's not 4K. It's an older camera now, but still good camera, good offering. Adrian writes in and says, "Hi, I just wonder, is the Nikon D610 still a great beginner full frame? Bought it used for approximately 8,000 NOK. I'm not sure what money system that is. Body only. Which lens do you recommend for this camera? Landscape, nature, and objects is the main thing I photograph. Hoping for a reply. Best regards, Adrian. North of Norway, Hammerfest." Okay, well, so that's Norwegian currency. So I don't know what that translates to in dollars. It sounds like, I'm assuming you got it for a good price. And as you could probably tell from my intro, yeah, still a great beginner camera. You know what? For a lot of people, even beyond a beginner camera, the D610 would be all many people would ever need. When you're doing landscapes, nature, and objects, I mean, the only thing where you would get more performance out of a 750 or a higher level camera is the autofocus system, really. I mean, I guess some could argue the body's more rugged on the higher level ones, but I've never had an issue with a 610 level body and the build of it. They're pretty solid. The autofocus system is very good on the 610, and especially if you're a center recompose kind of guy, which is the way I tend to shoot almost all the time. If you're somebody that's shooting sports or wildlife, fast-moving objects, and you want to use that more elaborate tracking system where the autofocus is doing your tracking and following the subject for you, then the 610 is not going to be as good as, say, the 750 or the 810 or the new 850, or nowhere near as good as the D5. However, it's still a very good camera. Great beginner full-frame camera. Still highly recommended. And for the price you can get them for, I would recommend them to just about anybody, with the exception of maybe somebody that needs 4K video. Now, what lens would I use? For regular viewers, you probably already know the answer to this. I love the 24-120 f4 VR from Nikon. Very, very good performing lens. The previous version, the variable aperture one, not a good lens, but the current 24-120 f4 VR, the current lens offering, is fantastic. Great all-rounder, great walk-around lens, great performing lens even for pro work. And then if you want something faster, add some primes in, because 2.8 and f4 these days, ISO is a great equalizer, the performance of these camera bodies, like the 610s. And then if I want something faster, I just go to a faster prime, like my 50 f1.4 or an 85 f1.8G that I love. That's what I would get if I was you. I would get the 24-120 f4 VR. I love that lens. And if I was to buy if I was to get a wedding kit today, for the best value wedding kit, I would probably get a pair of 610s, an 85 f1.8D, and the 24-120 f4 VR. So you're already halfway there. You've got the 610. So I'll throw it back to our viewers. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? 610 still a good beginner full frame camera today? Do you agree with me about my lens selection? Is there something different you would recommend? Let us know in the comments below. Let's help out Adrian with his question about the 610 and what lens to get for it. Always great to hear your opinions. Kind of rounds things out.